What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday. I have to be transparent with you. I recorded this video 3 times already. And the second time that I went through it, I hit the wrong button and it deleted the video. So this is my 3rd time. So hopefully the 3rd time's a charm. But as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about 1% better every day and what that means to me. Right now, it means this. It means doing this 3rd video to get this done today. All day long, I've been working on our brand deals. So I've been doing a lot of B-rolls, a lot of videos and talking. I've done about 10 different videos so I can put all together for 4 different items that I got knocked off my plate today. So I'm tired. This thing, having to go back and try to record this video has really tested me today and really tested what I'm going to be talking about. 1% better means doing the best you can every single day, all day long. It means when you delete your videos or you mess it up or it didn't record, it means going back to it and doing it again and making sure that you do that before you leave this room, before I leave this podcast room and go back inside. I'm going to feel better because I did this video, no matter what I face with the video not recording, that I did this today. Now, some people think of 1% and they think, oh, you know, that's bad. And that's the bikers and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be. It could be something different. It could be you just, let me move this angle here. Sorry. It can be you being the 1% of the world that gives everything you got. It could be the 1% of the world being the best person that you can be to somebody, making an impact, making someone's life a whole lot better. It's tough, you know. Like I said, the videos that I just did is proof of that. It's testing my patience. But anyways, 1% better. When I think about 1%, I think about when I get ready to go to sleep. I have 4 daughters and my wife, and we all love to cook, but they don't like to pick up. They don't like to pick up the dishes and stuff like that. So they'll leave the stuff there and they're like, hey, you know what? I'll get to it in the morning. I'm pretty sure a lot of people's houses are like that. A good example being 1% is when I leave my other office room and I get ready to go upstairs, I see the dishes out. I see the food that's in the pans. I don't want it to go bad. I don't want my wife to come down in the morning and be upset because the whole mess is in the kitchen, because it just starts a whole slew of different things throughout the day. So I'll pick up all the dishes, pile them up nicely, throw away the trash, make sure that there's no food left out, put the food in Ziploc bags and put it in the kitchen. I've gotten so used to it. Yeah, we should be able to tell our kids, you know, to do that stuff too. But sometimes it helps, you know, especially if you have kids in high school or college and stuff like that. I can understand. My wife doesn't. She'll come down like the hammer on the nail at that. But that's being 1%. That's taking the initiative and just helping out, making someone's life better. The other thing of it is I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning, you know, as you can tell from our previous videos. What I like to do is I like to make sure that I have everything set for the next day because it makes my day better. So I'll get my cup of coffee or my coffee cup, my wife's coffee cup. I'll take the grounds, throw out the grounds, put new water, and have the coffee ready. So when we come downstairs in the morning, it's already ready to go. I just hit boom and it starts brewing. I'll even have the spoon here and I'll have the creamer and everything else that needs to be done for that one task. Then on my way up, you know, I'll make sure all the doors are locked and stuff like that. I'll go upstairs and I'll put the keys on this little loft area that we have so I can click the car and turn it on from upstairs so I can warm up the car. Then when I get ready to go to sleep, you know, I'll put all my stuff, my charger, my phone, everything that I need to be. I'll get my clothes for the next day and I'll fold it and I'll have it right in the restroom where I change. So I'll wake up in the morning, the 4:30 alarm goes off, and then all of a sudden I go to the restroom, put some water on my face, put my gym clothes on, and then come downstairs. Well, get the keys, turn on the car, get the coffee, have it ready for my wife. She goes to the gym. I go to our home gym, and then boom, smooth. That's being 1%. That's taking an initiative and making my wife's day a lot better. That's giving rather than taking. That's doing, that's that's service. Service unto others before servicing yourself. And that's the way I've always been. Now in business, what I like to do is I like to be 1% better every single day. I like to wake up in the morning and make sure I hit all the socials, make sure I do all this stuff, go through my vision board. If you don't have a vision board, get yourself a vision board. That will remind you on the daily of why are you doing everything that you're doing. I have a vision board and it shows like vacations, it shows cars and houses and stuff like that, little fishing trips and stuff like that I want to get in life. But to get that stuff in life, it takes everything I gotta do today. Success is built off of sacrifice. If you have a plan in mode or a plan set, then that's how you can achieve that stuff. If you know what your goals are, you know what to do to get those goals. Sorry, another message is coming through. You all know messages come through on my phone. So, but being 1%, it's not a bad thing. Some people get triggered when you say that you're the best in what you do. I don't get that. I don't understand. See, when I say that we're DFW's best, I say because I'm the best that I've been. I'm the best version of me compared to what I used to be. And I say that and I stand firm on that. You've heard it on other videos. I am, I didn't grow up with everything. I learned to grow up with as little as we had, but I was happy and content. In the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that, people didn't concern themselves with too much. MTV was coming out. MTV was like $39.95, but the whole barrio, everybody already knew, hey, you know what? This person's got cable. Let's go over there. And then everybody just came together, so we didn't have to all go and buy all this stuff. Same with the fights. Everybody would chip in and get the fights and stuff like that, or share the cables, share the phones off the lines. If you grew up in my age or that my time frame, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was community. I don't have to come on YouTube. I don't have to do all this stuff, but I have to cultivate a community. The same way I got to cultivate my kids. I got to let them see, hey, you know what? A man could do these things in the house, Someone can pick up the dishes without somebody saying something. An act of kindness or service to somebody else makes them better. And it makes the person that watching that, the people, the eyes on you, they can see what you're doing. Even your haters, the ones that lurk in the sidelines that don't appreciate anything that you do, that they're just like, what's he doing now? What's he doing now? Silently, they still have respect for the hustle. They can dislike you all they want, but they can't hate the hustle. I know that. There's some people that I don't like. I dislike a whole lot, but I respect what they do, different things. Some people want to admit to that stuff. Some people won't say that. Some people are just too proud to even be honest with themselves to admit to certain things. But 1%. Cultivate your lifestyle. Cultivate your family. Cultivate you. Like I said, get a vision board. Knock out your stuff. If you're getting ready to go to sleep and you walk past a puddle of water on the floor or whatever the case is, or empty or a dish, put that dish away. If you're working on projects or you're thinking about posting on social media and stuff like that, and you have that one thing, post it. If your day is so action-packed, just remind yourself and saying, hey, you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. Just be like, hey, you know what? I'll get it done now, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. So I can fill my day with more things. That's how I am, and I hope that helps you, or I hope that I can communicate that with somebody. Like I said, these videos are always for me. These videos are little nuggets of how my head works. My inner communication, what these people are, the good side and the bad side, the right side, the wrong side. It's a constant war in my head. And by being on here, this is therapeutic. So I'm able to discuss that and look back and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, that was for me. Yeah. Coming on here Now I can go, even though it's getting dark outside, I can go in. I know I did all those videos for the brands and I got this YouTube video done. And then I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the socials again and prepare for tomorrow. Get that coffee cup ready for my wife and all the other stuff. So if this video hit somewhere for you or you can relate, drop a comment. As you can tell, I'm getting pretty tired. I've been talking all day. Those product deals are pretty hard because you got to talk about every single aspect of a product. You know, you got to test the stuff and do this and do that and do this and do that. Make sure you cover everything so people can trust you when you talk about the stuff. And I'm pretty pooped. Pretty tired. I'm really tired. But 1%, you put that in your head. You're like, hey, you know what? That vision board's not going to knock itself out. I got to knock it out piece by piece. You can't move a mountain, like push it, but you can chip away at it, you know? You can chip away. It's going to take you a long time to get through that mountain, but you're going to knock off a huge chunk of it. And that's the way I see life. That's the way I see tasks. I knock out as much as I can to make a better life. So I hope that sits with you. So I hope it reaches somebody. Like I said, if it reaches one person, good. It reached me. So, you know, everybody else is icing on the cake. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me ramble and seeing me do this video for 3 times. And I'm going to be careful when I hit this button because I don't want it to delete, because I'm not going to do it 4 times. This is it. That's it. If it doesn't come out, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So 1% better. Let's try to be that. Let's try to be better people. Let's try to lift and inspire and cultivate a community, cultivate our families, cultivate our friends, and just lift yourself up. So until tomorrow, deuces.